Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the whole world. Guys, I would like to warmly welcome you at the second day of the Remote Future Summit 2019. Today, we'll talk about future of work from the HR perspective, how completely remote work is changing the current workplace and how it impacts different areas where HR professionals are working in. My name is Ivo Szapar. I'm a remote work advocate and the co-founder at Remote How, and I will be your co-host today. So remote work creates a completely different workplace, a workplace where you cannot have constant interactions in the office, live interactions, which creates, for example, a totally different culture that needs to be fostered. So if you're an HR professional or maybe a founder or a manager that joined us today, you're probably wondering how you can make remote work in this totally new setting. Yesterday, we were talking a lot about managing the team, building the team, all the things that are really important from the manager perspective. Today, what we want to focus on are the parts that are helping us, one, hire the team that is remote or employee that is remote, onboard this employee, then build a culture that cultivates the values that our company has in the remote setup. All the things that are totally different, and the company needs to learn how to build a culture in the remote environment. Last but not least, things that are maybe not very interesting when you hear legal and taxes, but they're also extremely crucial in this new setup. So, as we all know, remote work, flexible work arrangements are the necessity, right? We are no longer asking ourselves if we should do it. Like, for example, it was 2 years ago when the whole idea of remote house started. Right now, we are asking how we should do it. I remember back in the days, end of 2017, where we lived in Austin, and I got this really interesting view on the changes happening on the market, the whole experience over possession among the young generation. There is right now happening all over the world, and on the other side, companies, mainly HR departments, are struggling to find new talent, to keep the existing employees happy, to keep the retention rates high. And I started to wonder, like, okay, so we have a culture shift on one hand, that the values that employees have are shifting. They rather prefer to fly to Thailand and have an amazing experience and be independent where they are. It might be the beautiful island, it might be the house in the suburbs, they don't need to commute, it might be a coffee shop, co-working space, doesn't matter. The work is done and they're fulfilled. On the other side, companies, as I mentioned, struggle to find these top employees. If they are looking locally in the city where they are based, the war for talent is just an ongoing thing. So if you look at this from the perspective that the whole world can become your talent pool, that really opens your eyes. But it's a change. It's a humongous change that needs to happen within your organization, on all the fields that I mentioned in the beginning. And as we all know, most people are afraid of change. And if we are afraid of something, then we're like hesitant. We actually don't want to do it. But thankfully, things are changing. It's also noticed by huge players in the HR industry. Just recently, LinkedIn published top trends for 2019, and flexible work, remote work is in the top 4, right? Which is amazing. It's number 2. So we already see that it's nothing temporary. This is something that will change forever how the work is done, and we all need to find a way. What is the right and the best way to do it? So besides all the things like, I would say, technical processes, and also things related to culture, what we also wanted to emphasize, sorry for that, is live, as you see, not pre-recorded, is the diversity and inclusion. Those are the really important topics where remote work can make an impact and can help organizations be more diverse, be more inclusive. So a lot of leaders are starting to talk more and more about it. I just came back from Amsterdam, when I attended the Next Web conference. Had a pleasure to speak there and also listen to other speakers. An amazing talk did by Chief of Staff at Dropbox. I strongly encourage you to check it out. Basically, one of the ways how we can help organizations become more diverse is through embracing the flexible work arrangements and remote work. So whenever this topic is also in your head, we will also have talks today about it. So basically, when we talk with HR professionals, and we are already past the moment where they are afraid and the mindset is the main blocker, and we move to the phase, okay, we are ready, how we should do it. We often hear that there's no one place where they can consume all the best practices, learn from companies that already went through this transition, learned from their mistakes, and now they can just sit back, relax, and start to learn from companies that they're eager to share it. So we really hear our community. We respond to these kind of feedbacks, and that's why we are launching our two new programs. One for managers, certified remote manager, and one for HR, certified remote and human resources, where we brought together experts from companies like Envision, fully distributed, over 800 people working remotely, from companies like TaxJar, Buffer, and more. And this is the perfect scenario where if you want to get these best practices in one place, from people that are already doing this, learned and are eager to share, we are here to be this facilitator of this change. Below this video, you will have a link. You can get the special early bird discount, 60%. It will be valid until end of summit, so until end of tomorrow. We're opening early bird. The academy will be launched in June. So if you want to take your knowledge on remote work in the HR specific area, this is a perfect way to do it. So before we jump into all these amazing sessions, I also wanted to encourage you to check out our workshops. They're happening tomorrow. We have some last seats available for a few of them. There are also specific ones for HR. You can find them on our website. It's a hands-on track for Friday, and you can sign up. It's free. So guys, without further ado, I'm extremely delighted to have our amazing speakers sharing their insights today with you. I hope you will like it. I hope that you will enjoy it. Don't forget to spread the word under the hashtag Remote Future Summit, LinkedIn, Twitter. We are there. Our team, as I mentioned yesterday, fully distributed, is supporting the summit from 12 different countries. It's really an amazing experience. to manage everything in such a setup. We're also learning a lot. Yeah, we are here from you. If you have any questions, let us know, and enjoy the day too. Greetings from Thailand.